Hey besties, let's throw some shade, honey. You ready to get into it? Hey besties, it's Behind the Shade and I'm back with another recap. Real Housewives of Rhode Island. How about that? Season 1, Episode 10, Fools Rush In. Okay, my rap is over. So the episode picks up Liz, Alicia, and Joe Ellen. They arrive to Boston to see Rich do his Sunday Sinatra. So they go into the club, and Alicia cannot stop crying. She is trigged, okay? No thanks to her best friend, Liz. So they sitting down. Alicia is crying. Liz is sitting across from her, and she don't give two F's that her best friend is sitting across from. She done made her cry. She don't care. Because remember, Liz brought this subject up in the car. Alicia ain't carrying this. Liz brought it up. You little rotten, nasty what did Joanna call it? You nasty human. So I'm mad because you can't even get up and hug your friend. So Joellen is uncomfortable and Liz is not buying into this homeless thing. Okay, but it's her truth. You don't have to believe her. You said what you had to say. You don't think she homeless because she slept under a roof every night. It wasn't her roof, it wasn't her mother's roof. So she's not homeless unless she's sleeping on the streets or under a freeway. Got it. Okay. What point are you making here? And I don't even want to take this political, but I do want to take it's on my mind, but I'm not going there. So Ashley joins them, but she can feel the tension. She like, hi. Ain't nobody saying nothing. She like, how's it going? What's going on? And then you look at Alicia, she stopped crying and Joelle is telling her, like, fix this eye, pat this, whatever. And so then one of Rosie's best friends come over. Her name is Monique. She's married to a retired NFL player. And she's best friends with Rosie, so she joins it. They look so much alike too. So then Rosie comes out, and Rich comes out, and he goes on stage, start his performance. If you love Sinatra, you'll love that. I'm not sure. That's a little bit before my time, but besties, if you enjoyed Rich's performances, drop down the chat and let me know. So Liz says she's gonna go outside for a smoke because this is just too much for her. And I'm like, well, what you gonna be smoking, Liz? Because I thought you was gonna be the queen of Rhode Island. Being that you were connected to Dolores and you look so much like her, right? In a puppet kind of way, in a madam, if you know the puppet named Madam, in a madam kind of way. But I'll let you laugh if you caught that. But I just thought you would leave these ladies, but you just as petty as can be. And I want to know what you getting ready to go smoke, girl. Because honey, I already said I think you on the coca. I already think you be snorting, child. Or you take pills and you mix them with alcohol and you be having little cocktails, girl. You're doing something's going on. Something. So she goes out to have a smoke of a cigarette. And she tells the ladies at the table, well, y'all can talk about what happened in the car. It is like, you know what? Don't be telling me what to do or what to talk about. You worry about you and your cancer stick, okay? So Liz says, no, I think that was Alicia telling Liz, I still love you. I don't want to fight. Like, don't get this twist. I got enough I'm dealing with. I ain't trying to fight with you. So then Liz like, well, I'm apologize again. Girl, let me tell you something about apologies. When you're sincere and you do it from your heart, you only have to do it once. When you have to keep repeating apologies, it's because the first, second, third, 12th, 100th time is not working. You're being condescending. You're being sarcastic. Yeah, those are not apologies. You're just saying something for some other reason. you know, to be right, to prove a point, you know, something, to act like you're trying to take accountability, but you will take it back after you say it. Shout out to you, Dr. Heavenly. So Joellen follows Liz outside because she want to talk. Because everything, Joellen, something about her, everything is about Joellen. Now, mind you, this is Liz and Alicia's conversation, but Joellen is going to insert herself, okay? I don't know if she's sensitive or what it is. So then she makes Liz upset with her mess because you making it about you when I'm sitting here arguing with, you know, I'm funking with Alicia. So she ready to fight Joellen. She like, get out my face while I punch you. So Joellen is just like trying to be friends with both of them. That's what she thinks. Liz begs to differ. So they go back to the table. And so Joellen is telling Liz that, you know, she's being a nasty human and you're being mean to everyone. And Liz is just sitting there like, what? She pushed her chair. She didn't like pull her hair to where her head moved and it hurt, but she did touch her hair, maybe tried to little toss it a little bit. But still, you're doing too much. Because what you're not gonna do, don't touch my hair without asking me. You know, I'm not gonna even go into that. Let me move on. Let me move on. Because you know, yeah, I'm gonna move on. So there's this back and forth and back again. And it almost turned into a fight. Like Liz is unhinged at this point. Mind you, they're in the club. Rich is up singing these love songs, these feel good songs. And this girl, Liz, is causing a bit of a scene. People are kind of looking on. The people at the table are uncomfortable. You know, Monique looking like, what is going on? And then Rosie gonna say, well, I'm glad it's not me, honey. For the first time, girl. And so here we are. Joellen makes everything about her. She gets up and she walks out. Because I guess she's really not trying to turn this into some rah-rah because Liz is trying to take her there. So, oh gosh. So Alicia, honey, her daughter had a performance and she won. Alicia couldn't tell us what she won, but she was the best at what she did for something. They go to dinner with the aunties and the mama, honey. You know, I'm here for this. I want them to get a spinoff. Oh, I do. Like, I want Alicia and Billy to finally get married, plan their wedding, and I want that to be a spinoff. I would love to see these cackling hens help her get ready for her special day. That would be awesome. So they go to dinner, right? And so she's telling them about the trip to the castle in Boston, right? And they get to the nitty gritty about, you know, the dad taking the childhood home and leaving her homeless. And her mother was like, oh, yeah, yeah, that was us, And so talk about how Liz responded, and one of the aunties said, yeah, Liz was disrespectful to me. And it was like, oh, okay. So you clocking Liz too. Another auntie was like, you know, she just jealous. It's honey. The other auntie said, nah, Liz is on meds. Now that her meds making her paranoid. And they're like, no, yeah, I done been around. I said, I believe so too, auntie. She doing something. She doing something. So then Liz and Kelsey go over to Dolores's house because, of course, they got to talk about what happened on the way to Boston. Kelsey heard Alicia's side. Now she won't Liz's side. So Joellen had text Kelsey saying, you know, I was trying to calm Liz down, but I couldn't. I wish she was there. Kelsey was like, I'm glad I wasn't. So Liz hears Joellen telling Alicia her feelings are valid. And that's what set Liz off about Joellen. She is like, how is Joellen, the devil of all human existence, trying to, you know, mediate? You out of all people trying to mediate, honey. Liz is like, get out of here. So she said pretty much Joellen made it worse. So Joella wants to be liked by everybody, is what Kelsey was saying. And Liz thinks, she is phony baloney. And so Rosie and Rich, they go to the beach. They're with Rich's family. He has a lot of brothers and sisters, and his parents are there. His dad loves Rosie, so she goes and put her beach chair right by him. And so he's asking, like, so what's up with me? Some grandkids? You want some kids? What's up? I need more. We know Rosie don't want to have any children. She's made that clear to Rich. But if he make a big deal out of it, she says she gonna have to do what she gotta do. And so his dad tells her that she would be a good mother. He want them kids, girl. So then we go to Audrey's coffee shop and we see Ashley and Jared. Jared is just high strung and stressed. They try to figure out summer drinks, cocktails, because Ashley's telling him they can make more money and spruce up the business by selling liquor, which is true. And their lease is coming up. So they're trying to figure out if they're going to stay or they're going to go, I don't know, go out of business, move to a different location. I don't know. So to be continued with them. So Joellen goes over to Kelsey's place and they're painting. And Joellen feels like Liz was berating her and she feels like she wasn't a good mediator. She said she don't know what she could have said or done, but it didn't go well. And so Joellen asked Kelsey, like, for her opinion. And Kelsey don't have one. She's like, girl, everybody is scared of Liz, is what Joellen feels, even her. And she said with Liz, it's either her way or the highway. And that's not fair. That's not fair. So Joellen doesn't want to fight with Liz, but she needs to be checked. I said, yeah, and yep, she do. And I thought I was gonna really like Liz, and I'm just like, ugh. So Liz and Rula go out, and Rula, baby, that wig, you gotta get another one. You gotta get another one. This thing don't even look. Oh, it don't even look. No, no, I don't know. No. Anyway, I don't like your wig, girl. So Alicia gave Rula her side of the story, and now she wants, Liz's side of the story. But they rather hear about what happened with Joellen than talk about, the homeless thing. So they both not feeling Joellen. Joellen has a very bad reputation in Rhode Island. And so Rula says that Joellen isn't faithful to her husband, honey. I said, okay, so Rula is trying to, be in the background this season because Joellen is coming for her marriage. So, yep. I wonder, is Rula a Pisces? Because she seems like she's very tit for tat also. So she's like, I'm finding out that, honey, Joellen ain't faithful to her husband. It's like, I do not want to live in a small town where everybody knows everybody. There's one elementary school, one junior high, maybe two high schools. Just no, I don't want that. This is too much. Joellen, so now she gonna try to come for Joellen's marriage. Well, that's what you get, Joellen. So Kelsey and Bill, they go work out, child. Their trainer's like, so y'all a couple, y'all official, what we doing? She like, I'm your man, you my man, you my man, I'm your girl. He was like, of course, as he's working out. So then we find out, child, Billy was celibate for a whole year waiting on Kelsey to leave John. I'm like, you believe that, girl? But hey, maybe when they finally did it, he came really quick. So, girl, now they are official. He wants her to cut all ties with the ex, get rid of the car, and figure out your own health insurance. It's like, slow your roll, homeboy. If you ain't coming up and offering results and different solutions, you're going to have to chill. You're going to have to pipe your little ego down. Because Kelsey tells us she needs her health care. Everybody does. Here in California, it is against the law not to have health insurance. You need to get something. It is against the law, right? But Kelsey needs health insurance. She has a pre-existing condition. So, homeboy, Bill, William, what you bringing to the table besides the peen? Okay. And some, this ain't really your business right now. Like maybe y'all shouldn't be exclusive. I mean, because if this is what it's gonna take, maybe y'all should take a step back. She needs an adjustment period. She was with that man for 10 years. You want her to stay in her own place. Let her calm down. Let her heal from some things. Take it slow. She needs a slow hand. She don't need all that. Cut them off. Move out. Come here. Drive my old car. Get on my raggedy health insurance. Figure it out, Kelsey. She's never had to figure it out, Bill. She went from her parents' home to John's home. She has been cared for her whole entire life. You think she just gonna wake up one day and decide to get her stuff together? I mean, it's a process. Calm down. Let's give it a year. And y'all need to not be together because John gonna hear this and he gonna stop paying that girl rent. One thing at a time, Bill. One thing at a time. Has the girl fully moved out? I mean, it's a nice Range Rover. Let's drive it up for a few. Child, let's drive it for a minute. Calm your ego down, sir, because you ain't got the money that John has to help her get it together. Yes, you want her to get her own stuff, get a job. I know, go to school, I know, but calm down. So, child, Joellen and Liz are going to meet up. They both want the other to apologize. Oh, I'm going to take accountability and I'm going to apologize. You want the other person to apologize. So they go out. They're sitting outside the restaurant. Child, it starts to rain. First, Joella was like, I'm cold. She had to put her hair in front of her chest to cover up her nipples because they were pretty hard. And I don't know if Liz was turned on by it or not. Or she was kind of like, that's what's up. I'm like, girl, focus, Liz, focus. But the rain stopped. It didn't rain for long. Liz doesn't want to go back to the homeless thing. They both want to move forward. But she don't appreciate Joellen trying to mediate, because, you was telling her. But Joellen says, well, you was going too hard on Alicia. I had to do something because you was doing too much. Joella wants to know why was Liz being so mean because they're best friends. Liz says, no, we're not best friends. What? Ouch. That hurts. Best friendships are like relationships, romantic relationships without the romance, right? But there's a high expectation in best friends, okay? If you don't want to be that, I think that needs to be a conversation. You just don't tell me that you're not my best friend when I said we were. I didn't get the memo, right? And there is a lot to that. So that's a whole separate conversation. So Liz is just talking. She just mad. She says she real and Joellen is fake. Joellen says Liz was very aggressive. She said, why you coming for my character? Like, she said, no, you don't remember kicking my chair and pulling my hair? She said, did I pull your hair or did I tug at it? Tug is a pull is a tug. It's light, but you don't touch my hair. See, I was going to try to hold it, but I want to say it. The Caucasians, y'all love touching people's hair. Like, you have to ask, especially with us Black women. Don't come up to us and you compliment, right? Get it. You don't have to touch it to compliment us. But if you want to touch it, you have to ask. And there was an era where you guys were just, not like you who are listening, but maybe, I don't know. But there was an era where y'all would just grab and touch our hair without even asking, just like, hey, we'd be like, back up. What is happening? No, You don't touch my hair. That is like assault. Don't do that. We pay a lot for our hair. We got products in our hair, and we try to keep it still, straight, and curl. Whatever it's doing, we try to keep it that way because it's so easy for our hair to revert back. We ain't trying to go backwards. We just spent 4, 3, 5, 6 hours getting our hair done. Braids can take up, girl, from 3 to 7 hours. Like don't touch. And sometimes, especially if they're braids and fresh, they might hurt. Our scalp is throbbing. Please don't touch us. We got a headache. We probably have to wake up and pop some pills to be bothered. So yeah, don't touch our hair. And hey, Liz, don't touch Joellen's hair. So Liz feels like she needs to get up and leave because Joellen is just attacking her character. Girl, Liz, you are becoming insufferable. I'm disappointed in you. And you the oldest out of everybody. You pushing 60 acting like a nimbrain. It's giving that you are on something. Yeah. So she didn't come to battle. She wanted Joella to apologize. Neither one of them are doing that. And plus, if Liz give you one, she don't mean it. So she said she didn't touch Joella. She got up, she left. She ain't got time for this. And that was the end of the episode, besties. Hey, it is what it is. But besties, new besties, welcome. Thank you. Hi. If you're new and haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. You'll love it here. And besties, don't forget to like and hype and drop down in the comment sections, and we will continue the conversation there. What's coming next? I think I'm off until Friday, y'all. But the besties who watch Love or Life After Lockup, I watched This Is Polly. I did my notes. I will come back and do a recap probably tonight. It's been a long day. I have an appointment coming up. I'm tired from yesterday. Kind of need a little nap. If I get bored, I'll come back and do This Is Polly. But I'm going to tell you, we going to test it out. I got to get a certain amount of likes for me to keep this going because that show is off the chain. But I'll be back for that possibly. But besties, you stay good. Love ya. Bye, besties.